time to pack it up. Impeachment is dead. Dunzo. Bye-bye. Rigor mortis. Lights out. Curtain drop. Mic drop. Peace. Adios. Sayonara. Au revoir.
You are about to see Congressman Eric Swalwell's perfect summary of the embarrassment that is the MAGA GOP. I've spoken a lot with the congressman over the years, and I'm reminded of an interview from right after January the 6th. With thousands of violent insurrectionists calling for death to Pelosi and Pence, Swalwell knew that were it not for the Capitol Police, he might have suffered the same fate as 100-plus policemen who were beaten and hospitalized, or worse. He spoke of a call to his wife while barricaded in the Capitol, bathing her children 3,000 miles away, wondering if she would ever see him again. The party of Lincoln is now the party of John Wilkes Booth, and they're aiming straight at our democracy, with the assistance of Vladimir Putin and his thousands of nuclear weapons aimed at the United States. The attempted coup that failed January 6th failed again this week on Capitol Hill, and here's why.
And I want to give you the top 10 reasons why impeachment is dead. Number 10, your key witness today is testifying from the slammer. Number 9, key evidence of a bribe that you all relied on. The guy who said that has been indicted for lying about that bribe, and he's a Russian asset. Number 8, another key witness has been indicted as a Chinese agent.
You know, it's actually quite difficult to pinpoint the most embarrassing Republican low point. Was it the fact that their key witnesses were indicted for lying or already in jail? Or was it the fact that the information upon which they based their entire impeachment effort was Russian operatives feeding Smirnoff lies that he passed on to the GOP? Or how about the testimony of Lev Parnas?
But then there was also other people that were doing the bidding for the Russian people in Congress, like Senator Ron Johnson.
Number 7, during the Hunter Biden interview, Mr. Chairman, you didn't even stay for the whole time.
That's true. While Hunter Biden, admittedly a flawed and struggling man, was destroying the Republican inquiry, James Comer left on his own little inquisition. Have no idea where he went, but definitely a coward.
Number 6, Chairman Jason Smith didn't show up at all to the Hunter Biden interview. The same day, number 5, Darrell Issa said, it's a big nothing. Number 4, today Jim Jordan began his remarks not by relying on any evidence for this investigation, but he went off attacking the DOJ about what they're doing with the Catholics.
Labeling Catholics extremists. How about this one? Who left cocaine at the White House? Biden administration doesn't seem to have time to answer these questions.
Number 3, you all still have not sent the articles of impeachment for the Mayorkas impeachment to the Senate.
Mayorkas is a Secretary of Homeland Security that the GOP impeached. They didn't send it to the Senate, and this is embarrassing, because Mike Johnson and Trump shot down the bipartisan Senate bill that addressed the very thing they impeached Mayorkas for.
And that happened last month. Number 2, you're now talking about a criminal referral, but if you had evidence for a criminal referral, then you have evidence to impeach somebody for high crimes and misdemeanors. And number 1, and I'm sorry to say this, Fox News isn't even carrying this today. In fact, one of their anchors, as they broke away 10 minutes in, said, this is the same hearing over and over and over. At what point are you going to fish or cut bait?
Your party, the Republican investigators, say that that's proof of influence peddling by Hunter and James. But that's just your suggestion. You don't actually have any facts to that point. You've got some circumstantial evidence. And the other thing is, of all those names, the one person who didn't profit is there's no evidence that Joe Biden did anything illegally.
So I just have to tell you, it's over. Impeachment's over. I dare you to impeach, but you won't, because you don't have the evidence. And because you don't have the evidence, you don't have the votes. Guys, it's dead. And so I'm here to pronounce the time of death.
If you listen closely, you can hear Jim Jordan shitting himself. Eric Swalwell, like most of us, is weary of the BS emanating from these little boys hiding in Trump's fat shadow. They lack the huevos to stand up for the principles they swore to defend, unlike my main man Jared Moskowitz, who can metaphorically kick Republican ass before breakfast, either having fun dressing up as Putin.
I just came to thank James Comer for taking all of our intelligence and using it in the committee.
Or staring right into the face of these Weasley ass kissers, doing what he does best.
The chairman has not yet moved for that. And so, look, Chairman, we got like 3.5 minutes here. I mean, let's just do the impeachment. I mean, why continue to waste millions of dollars of the taxpayers' money if we're going to impeach because you believe you've shown he's committed a high crime and misdemeanor? What are you waiting on? Let's just do it. I mean, by the way, we got Chairman Jordan here also, the double chairman. Why aren't you guys calling for the vote in your committee? When is it going to happen? When can we tell the American people you're going to stop wasting their money and just call for the vote on impeachment?
Gentlemen, yield?
Sure.
We don't do snap impeachments like you guys. We actually do the facts. We do oversight according to the Constitution.
You're never going to call for it. You're never going to call for it. I mean,
now you can predict.
months.
You can predict the future. How do you know?
You guys only have 6 more months probably in power, right, until the election. So are you going to do it in 2 months? Are you going to do it in 3 months? Like, tell the American people.
Does the Constitution put a time limit on oversight? I didn't read that in the Constitution.
If you believe you can't call for the impeachment now, then what you're admitting is you haven't yet proven that he's committed a high crime and misdemeanor. You haven't proven it yet. Otherwise, you would call for it, I assume.
We're doing our work.
Okay, so they haven't proven it, right? They haven't proven he committed a high crime and misdemeanor. Otherwise, we would call for impeachment. So look, the chairman knows me well. I mean, I'm just here to help him, right? And so I just think we should do it today. Let's just call for it. I'll make the motion, Mr. Chairman. I want to help you out. You can second it, right? Like, make the motion to impeach President Biden. Go ahead. It's your turn. You second it. No, nothing. Okay, we got nothing.
That voice you hear is Jim, I'll meet you in my basement, Jordan, who spent every single second praising Alexander Smirnov's fake account of the money that supposedly was passed on to the Bidens. That was all he ever had, all they ever had. And Moskowitz is destroying them. Jordan sounds like a 13-year-old boy caught by his dad masturbating and trying to pretend it's a science project.
So I want to, with my last couple minutes, show the American people that they're never going to impeach Joe Biden. It's never going to happen. Because they don't have the evidence. Okay, this is a show. It's all fake. They just want to do these hearings. It's not leading to impeachment. They're lying to their base on Newsmax and Fox, leading these people to believe that they're going to eventually impeach the president. It's not going to happen at all, ever, period.
I found precisely zero evidence of the Biden's corruption in Ukraine. No credible source has ever provided proof of criminal activity, not the FBI, CIA, nor the NSA. No respectable Ukrainian official has ever said that the Bidens did anything illegal, including former President Poroshenko and former Prosecutor General Yuri Lutsenko.
He's right, every single word. The impeachment inquiry is over, but the cowardly lot that call themselves Americans will push on because they lack, if I can borrow from Eric Swalwell's top 10 list, the things you really need. Number 10, integrity, character, values. Balls. Well, you get the point.
Who's with me? This isn't their Republican Party anymore. Am I wrong? Damn right. Yes.
Tick-tock. You're in a lot of trouble, Donnie.
Follow, like, and hit notifications as Really American keeps you up to date on the latest Republican cult lie in this very important year. For Really American, I'm Chip Franklin.